Hi there, Sherrie Neff, Exit Realty Great Falls, the cycling realtor. That's a silly nickname because I do love to cycle, and our town is getting set up for that time of year. We had a great time last weekend being out and about, and it's warm and beautiful and a lot of fun. This channel is all about my profound love for the city, the electric city on the Big Mo. So join me as we look into some of our specialty items that are sold here, our services that are above and beyond, and all of the little interesting uniqueness that makes Great Falls, Montana the place I want to be. Let's also recap last week's interview with KIB Homes. Nick Acker did a great job sharing with us so much about KIB Homes, their processes, their policies, their follow through, their quality, you name it. He did a good job. So please jump back on that video from last week and see what all KIB is doing to make building a home available to everybody in the community. We'll talk a little bit about something about Great Falls, whether it be like last week, we interviewed KIB Homes, a premier home builder in town, or next week when we talk to Great Falls Lumber. But there'll be some business, some real estate, maybe some economics, maybe even the funnest event going on right now in Great Falls. Either way, we'll share something of this amazing city with you each week. Please subscribe, share, and like if you too are enjoying the information about Great Falls. Next, we'll cycle downtown to the Great Falls Lumber Company, where I will get to speak with Stephen Galloway, owner of the only, if I remember what I read right, the only locally owned lumber and hardware store in Great Falls. And so that's pretty exciting. We'll hear from Steve next week and really celebrate the fact that we have a lumber company in town that's helping, whether it's building your home, your dream home, whether it's upgrading your home, getting it ready to sell, doing your own projects. They are the ones that are just waiting for each of us to have a need, and they're ready to serve us. I have, as a big in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, really found a connection for me to give back to the youth of our community. And I really love being a mentor, and I think it helps me probably more than it helps her. But I love being a big sister, and I thought, how can I make that grow? How can I do something more this year? Because I like to grow, and I like to do better every day and be exceptional in everything I do. And so whether I'm helping you buy your dream house, whether I'm helping you sell your old house, I'm gonna work hard to be exceptional. Well, now let's talk Big Brothers Big Sisters. For those who don't know the program, this program is set up as a mentorship for bigs to be there for little ones. They've done a lot of studies as to how this can impact a little, from having more resilience through the tough times in life to just being overall a healthier person to reach their full potential. And so being a big is pretty important, but they need funding in order to do all that goes along with their program. So when I applied to be a big, there was a full background check, there was a full process. Once I was accepted, there was training, and nevertheless, I'm very excited to share my new initiative, Building Big Futures. So being in the real estate and knowing about building homes and different things, let's build some futures. Let's help them get to their full potential. Our goal is 10 new matches, and I'd love to even surpass that. But there are a lot of littles on our wait list in Great Falls needing bigs. And so not only do we need the funding to do those backgrounds and the staffing, but we also need those bigs. So there's two parts to it. I'm going to tell you the first thing I'm doing, and that is I am going to commit to donating 5% of every commission I get between May 1 and October 1 of 2025. And I hope that's more than enough to cover the 10 matches. But just in case, I've kind of made sure I've got some extra going on. Josh Lind, realtor, broker, owner of Exit Realty Great Falls, has agreed to commit 5% of his commissions also. Along with, we're working with one corporation very closely to see if they will match, and it sounds like up to $3,000 we'll get from them. I'm talking to some different businesses in town so that 5% for one day each month between May and October would be donated to the Big Brothers Big Sisters Build Big Futures initiative. So I'm asking anybody and everybody that if you would like to see our community pull together and do more for our littles, please just donate with the name Building Big Futures, and we'll see just how many new matches we can fund. Now, as for the second part, and that's being a big, it may sound like it's too much time. It's an hour a week. That's it. It may sound like, oh, it's too important or too scary, or I'm not competent or good enough. That's not the deal. The deal is this child gets somebody to talk to play with, to learn a new skill or a new game, and learns that adults can be relied upon, be empathic, and non-judgmental. And that's what they need. They need to be able to have space to grow to their full potential, and an adult around helping them know their key successes, as well as to get back up after their failures. It's a very simple idea, and Big Brothers Big Sisters will send you through a certain amount of training to kind of let you know your guidelines and what they're hoping and requesting. And it has been such an enrichment for me, and I really hope that others will feel the need to jump in there if it is something you want to do, whether it's the donation or the volunteering to be a big. It's real easy to find them. They are bigcentral.org. And you don't have to do Big Brothers Big Sisters, you don't have to do Montana, none of that, just bigcentral.org. And it's made real simple that way so that you know where to find everything you need to know to help them. And so one last thing, bigcentral.org. Don't forget, just donate, become a big, whatever it is that you might be able and willing to do to help. Building big futures. We can do this. We can help them do this. Thank you. Now, I can't leave out the fact that I am a realtor. So if you're looking for a realtor and you'd like one that you know is giving back to the community, please give me or Josh a call. Don't want to leave out the fact that in reality, I'm a realtor. And if you don't know a realtor, or if you're trying to choose between one of us, 5% of my sales from May 1 to October 1 will go to the Big Brothers Big Sisters Building Big Futures. So give me a call, 406-564-8070, or stop by and see me, 203 Smelter Avenue Northwest. Email, Facebook, I'm everywhere. But subscribe, like, and share. And remember, we are here for the community. Exit Realty Great Falls. So now we've talked about what we did last week, and that was fun. Go KIB Homes. We've talked about what we're going to do next week. Looking forward to Great Falls Lumber. We've talked about the new initiative, and I can't wait to see you all donating to Building Big Futures. And make sure you mark that on your donation, because that's how the matching works. Remember, the corporation is going to match donations coming in from you. So please, bigcentral.org, bigcentral.org. And then finally, how about we do a huge shout out to one of the best in town? How about Jay over at Big Horn Outdoors, who takes care of that bicycle shop? Because I'll tell you, he modified me a salsa bike that is phenomenal. And I've already enjoyed putting miles on it, and I can't wait to put more. And so big shout out to you, Jay. Thank you so much. You did awesome. See you next week.